It's been around 17 months since I started doing content creation full time after losing my day job. At the beginning, I wasn't planning on doing this. I didn't have any particular structure, there was no methodologies that I used, and it was all just when I had enough time and nothing really mattered in terms of efficiency. If something took me ages to make, then that was fine. But that is not fine when you're trying to run it as a business. And I've been doing that now, like I say, for about 17 months. And I feel like over the last 2 or 3 months, I have finally got myself into a position where I have a pipeline, a thing which is organized, where projects are flowing through it. It took me about 4 months to even settle into pretty much anything at all, and then 6 or 7 months to really start to narrow in and define exactly what it was I was doing. Because I was already doing it as a hobby, my initial instinct was, well, I'll just do more and I'll try and do it better. But through experimentation and advice, I discovered that I had to kind of get a bit more specific, a bit more targeted, and a bit more clever about what I was doing. And throughout time, I've learned some things, and one of the main things I've learned is that I don't know. And there's a lot of things that I know I don't know, and a lot of things that I know that I'm terrible at, where before it didn't really matter whether I was bad at it or not, and now it does. So I'm trying to do better and finding other ways to improve. An example of this is my thumbnails. I've always been terrible at my thumbnails, and my thumbnails are definitely not optimal now, but I'm starting to do a little better, and I'm sure there's a lot of room for improvement. But now I'm in a position where I'm editing a video, and this video was recorded last week, and it's not out until the weekend. And then Wednesday's video is done, but it's been reviewed by some volunteers to make sure I haven't made any errors. And I've already got some ideas and scripts on the go for videos that are coming up the week after. So at the moment, I've got probably about 5 different videos at various different stages of process. And that's something that I never used to have before. It was a one in and one out sort of thing with a to-do list that was massive. That's another thing. Over the last few, months, years, my to-do list has started to go down. And the more that I get through my to-do list, the more organized I am, the more processes and kind of efficient ways of doing things and setup of stuff that I never bothered before, better cameras, better equipment, all this sort of thing is starting to come together. But is it going to come together and then keep things going? Well, we'll have to see where I end up on this journey, but thanks for your support so far.